This is Max Williams with United Real Estate, and today we're in Eastern Henrico. Today is a new construction walkthrough day, and we're going to look at a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath townhome. We just had the pre-drywall inspection, and that basically is an inspection where we have an independent inspector come through and take a look at the work that's been completed. This is a critical stage right now in construction because the work that is going to go on before the drywall actually goes up has been completed. And it's a prime time for an inspection, just as a check and balance to make sure that everything is as it should be. And you know that I am a big advocate of that. We want to make sure that we are getting exactly what we bargained for and everything is in a good working order. Okay, today we have our buyer here with us. She is kind enough to share a few words with us today. How you doing, ma'am?
Good.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you have a unique situation, fairly unique. Most people that are buying don't have the additional challenge of selling first. And tell us a little bit about that process.
Oh, the process has been very, very easy. Very smooth so far. No issues so far. It's been great.
Okay, so one of the things that we do have to consider whenever we have a situation where we have to sell before we buy is the timing. And I'm always very careful with the timing. There's some things that we can do to make sure that our timing works out. And we had to do that with yours. Fortunately, we're under contract. We have a closing date for your sale and for your purchase. And there's going to be plenty of time built in to do that. We had our inspection earlier. What did you learn today? Was there anything you learned that you didn't know before the inspection?
Oh, well, first off, it's important to get an inspection. Just because it's a new build does not mean that there's not going to be any issues. I learned that there's certain wiring that you have to have covered from the wall in case you need to put up pictures and things like that. You don't want to puncture any wires or pipes, so that's really important to have an inspection done. And so, yeah.
That's correct. Sometimes that little 25-cent piece, and I'll show that when we go through our walkthrough, that little 25-cent piece can mean not having thousands of dollars worth of damage in the future.
Yeah.
So it's very important to not only have that knowledge yourself, but also your inspector, of course, is going to know those things to look out for. So tell me a little bit about what you're going to like the most about being here.
Oh, goodness. I don't even know where to start. First of all, being here is just, I've got my in unit, my backyard, and my garage, of course. I
Yes.
can park my car in the garage. I don't have to worry about cleaning my car off when it snows. I'm excited.
Okay, very good. We haven't had much snow, but we got something on the way, right?
Yeah, hopefully not.
So you can just pull right in. The car will be nice and warm for you,
Yeah.
and you'll be squared away with that. Tell me about some of the selections inside that you made as far as your finishes. Were there any special things that you wanted in this home?
I chose to keep everything standard, just so that I can make my own custom upgrades.
Okay.
So, yeah, everything's pretty basic. I have tile in the bathroom
Okay.
and in the shower. But yeah.
All right, well, very good. Anything else you want to share before I go on in? We're going to take a look at your house with your permission.
Yeah.
Well, technically, it doesn't belong to you yet. But is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let's go on in. We are going to have actually a driveway here. Some of the units out here don't have driveways, so that's going to be a big plus. We, of course, have the garage, which is something we don't see a lot of townhomes with garages in this area, so that's a nice benefit. Townhomes will always be a premium, and the benefit here is not only do you have your 12 feet or so that will be included, but there's also going to be some common area, and you can see that all is going to be cleared. Once the construction's finished, of course, they're going to put down seed and straw, and there's actually irrigation over there, so it'll be kept nice and green by the association. One of the benefits of townhome living is that you don't have to take care of some of these exterior maintenance things that you do in a single-family detached home. Okay, as we come in, we just came in the front door. That's going to be a closet right there, a hallway going straight back. Here to the left is actually going to be the garage. So you've got to imagine the drywall, of course, is going to go here. So here next week, you're not going to be able to see through like you are today. One of the big benefits right now is I'm going to be able to point out some things here. For example, that square box there, that's going to be the exhaust fan for this powder room. I know it's a powder room because we have a flange right there in the middle of the frame. That's where the toilet's going to sit. And then that's the supply line there for the water for the toilet. On the opposite side, those are our lines, our supply lines and our waste lines for the vanity. Vanity is going to go right there. Okay, let's go straight back. Of course, here to the left is our door for our garage. Garage is going to be right here. So she will just simply be able to park and then walk right in to the home from the convenience of the garage. All right, this is going to be here. I believe this is going to be our laundry here, and we are now in the family room. This family room is going to be open floor plan. There is a kitchen that's going to be right here on this wall. We've got a wall here. This is going to be her island. We can tell this is going to be a kitchen by a number of ways. That is going to be the water line for the ice maker. The refrigerator is slated to go right there. Our pantry, small pantry door there. And this is an exhaust here for the range. There's going to be exhaust going from the range hood directly outdoors. Of course, the kitchen has a nice complement of electrical outlets, and those are all along the wall here. Naturally, your countertop, your cabinets will go here as well. Now, we typically always will see a sink under a window, and of course, those are supply lines and the drain line for the sink. Here on the wall, what they do for all of the new construction is they will mark plans here, right here in the unit, so they know exactly what to do. Doors, of course, going out to the back. Here in the rear, there's actually quite a bit of common area beyond the actual property line of this home. So this will be a nice wide open area for the residents to enjoy. As you are probably aware, all of the homes have different specifications, and this is the way they keep track on each home, exactly what it gets, and it makes it a nice standardized process. This plat here actually shows all of the different homes here in this townhome building, and so they know all of the critical information for the contractors. All right, let's go on upstairs and see what we have up there. A few things I want to point out that the inspector showed us. Every time I come to these walkthroughs, I learn something new, and I want to share some of that information with you. When we get to the top of the steps here, we have a few options. Towards the front is going to be our two secondary bedrooms. We've got one there on the left and then one there on the right. Directly ahead is going to be I said downstairs was laundry. I actually believe this is laundry up here. And then we have a hall bath. Right here, the tub is already in place. And then our walkway going directly to the primary bedroom. This is going to be a linen closet right here. And I wanted to point out to you here in this room, we can see we have this pipe. This is a plumbing pipe. And what they do is they put a metal plate here. This plate here is to protect that pipe from any nails or screws. If someone is hanging a picture, for example, or if the drywall person is putting up drywall, you don't want a pipe going through a screw or nail going through that pipe. So they put that there to protect. This is a 20-cent piece, but if it's not there and someone does drive a nail or screw through it, now you're looking at potentially thousands of dollars, and sometimes it won't even manifest itself as a leak until months later. Okay, we are now in the second bedroom. This is about the same size. Notice we have that ductwork in place. That's silver there. Some of the lines are black, but those are all the heating air lines. There is a furnace, a gas furnace, that's up there as well. So the heating air rough-in is what we call it when they have put the lines in for the heating and air system. That's already been done. Our electrical rough-in has been done. That's when they put in wiring and you can see all of this wiring has been put in already. The electrical rough-in, we just talked about plumbing line, so all of those rough-ins have already been done, and this house is now just about ready for drywall, and the drywall will take about a week. They'll come in and put that in, and then it'll really start to take shape as an actual home, because you can distinctively see the rooms, the different rooms, as opposed to just studs. Okay, let's go into the primary. One other thing I wanted to share, this is a townhome, and they've got special considerations here for the walls. There is a fire code that's pretty stringent, and that board there is a special board. There's one on the other side, and there's some special spacing requirements as well for fire code. Now, notice that we have some of those red plywood pieces up, and notice where some of them are not red. The red ones are red because they are special fire rating, and code requires some special consideration for those boards. So there's a lot of different things that go on in building that the layperson doesn't really know or understand, but they've got to pay special attention in order to pass the county inspection. And of course, a third-party inspection like we did today is completely optional, but definitely a good idea. Okay, we are now in our primary bath. Now, I can look at this and tell, since we have two sets of plumbing, we have a drain line and supply lines there, both hot and cold water, supply line and drain lines there, we've got a double vanity. And both of those sets of plumbing illustrate that. We've got a window here in the bathroom, which is nice. This is going to be a closet. Right here on the other side of the closet is going to be a stand-up shower. So that can kind of give you an idea of our layout. The pan is already in place. They're going to put tile in here, and our high-quality shower head is going to go right there. We've got the control there for hot and cold water, and then to my rear is going to be our toilet. We've got the flange there where it sits, and then the supply line. Now, remember, you only have cold water going to a toilet, so that's why you don't have two supply lines. Every place else, you're typically going to have two supply lines, one for hot and one for cold, like you have here. Sometimes you will see one will be blue and then one will be red, signifying hot and cold. But in this house, they don't have the color coding. All right, that was a lot. Wow, it's really a lot of fun to come and see new construction as it comes together. We're going to come back with the permission of my buyer and see what this home is going to look like in its completed form. I love to kind of see the before and after. And if you have any questions about this or any other home in the market, whether it be new construction, resale, or even rent to own, be sure to give me a call. My name is Max Williams. I can be reached at 804-402-7788 on Facebook, under Richmond Area Foreclosures on YouTube, under my name, Max Williams Realtor. Thanks so much for taking the tour. Y'all be safe. Have a great day.